Imagine a world where the sun never sets on human activity, where the demands of work, leisure, and everything in between continue unabated, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is the promise, or perhaps the threat, of a world without sleep. While the allure of boundless productivity and endless possibilities is enticing, the reality of such a scenario is far more complicated. The human body, finely tuned over millennia to the rhythms of day and night, is simply not equipped for perpetual wakefulness. Without the restorative embrace of sleep, our physical and mental health would deteriorate rapidly. The cognitive impairments, mood swings, and weakened immune systems associated with even short-term sleep deprivation would become our constant companions. The very fabric of our society, woven together by empathy, cooperation, and shared experiences, would begin to unravel. This is the paradox of a sleepless world. While it dangles the tantalizing possibility of more time, it simultaneously threatens to erode the very foundations of our health, our relationships, and our humanity. The human body is a symphony of interconnected systems, all working in concert to maintain our physical and mental well-being. Sleep is the conductor of this orchestra, ensuring that each instrument is properly tuned and playing its part. Without sleep, the music stops, and the consequences are dire. Even short-term sleep deprivation impairs our judgment, slows our reaction times, and increases our risk of accidents. Our ability to learn and retain information plummets, and our emotional regulation falters, leaving us prone to irritability, anxiety, and depression. Over the long term, chronic sleep deprivation wreaks havoc on our bodies. It disrupts our metabolism, increasing our risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. It weakens our immune system, leaving us vulnerable to infections and chronic illnesses, and it accelerates the aging process, increasing our risk of developing dementia and other neurodegenerative diseases. The evidence is clear. Sleep is not a luxury, it is a biological necessity. To deny ourselves sleep is to deny ourselves the opportunity to live healthy, productive, and fulfilling lives. At first glance, a world without sleep might seem like a productivity paradise. After all, with an extra 8 hours added to each day, we could theoretically accomplish twice as much, right? However, this simplistic calculation fails to account for the devastating impact of sleep deprivation on our cognitive abilities and overall well-being. While we might initially experience a surge in productivity, this would be short-lived. As sleep deprivation takes its toll, our cognitive functions would decline, our error rates would skyrocket, and our decision-making abilities would become severely impaired. We would become less creative, less innovative, and less able to focus on complex tasks. Furthermore, the increased stress and health problems associated with sleep deprivation would lead to absenteeism, reduced morale, and a decline in overall productivity. The very thing that we were hoping to achieve, increased output, would ultimately be undermined by our inability to prioritize the one activity that truly fuels our minds and bodies: sleep. Section 4. The social fabric unraveling. Sleep is not just essential for individual health and well-being, it also plays a vital role in maintaining the social fabric of our society. When we are sleep-deprived, we become more self-centered, less empathetic, and less able to regulate our emotions. This can lead to conflicts in our personal relationships, increased aggression, and a decline in social cohesion. Imagine a world where everyone is chronically sleep-deprived. A world where patience is thin, tempers flare easily, and misunderstandings quickly escalate into arguments. A world where people are too exhausted to engage in meaningful conversations, offer support to those in need, or simply enjoy each other's company. This is the bleak reality of a world without sleep. Sleep is the glue that holds our relationships together. It allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, to understand their perspectives, and to offer compassion and support. Without sleep, our social bonds weaken and our communities begin to crumble. Section 5. A double-edged sword. The prospect of a world without sleep is both alluring and terrifying. On the one hand, it offers the tantalizing possibility of increased productivity, boundless creativity, and more time to pursue our passions. On the other hand, it threatens our health, our relationships, and the very fabric of our society. Ultimately, The question of whether a world without sleep would be a utopia or a dystopia depends on our ability to mitigate the negative consequences of sleep deprivation. If we could find a way to circumvent the biological need for sleep without compromising our health or well-being, then perhaps we could unlock the true potential of a sleepless society. However, until such a time, we must acknowledge the fundamental importance of sleep and prioritize it in our lives. The pursuit of a sleepless existence is a fool's errand. Sleep is not our enemy. It is our greatest ally. It is the foundation upon which we build our health, our happiness, and our humanity. Instead of trying to eliminate sleep, we should strive to embrace it, to understand it, and to harness its power to live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives.